McCordsville Elementary School presents the PTO Readathon, where children read for at least 30 minutes a day to win prizes and raise money for our school. And now for a special story time from a staff member at MES.
Hi, this is Mrs. Pat, and I'm going to read The Lion Inside by Rachel Bright. In a dry, dusty place where the sand sparkled gold stood a mighty flat rock, all craggly and old. And under the rock, in a tiny house, lived the littlest, quiet, meekest brown mouse. He was very tiny and so incredibly small, nobody noticed him ever at all. He got stepped on and sat on and missed out on stuff, ignored and forgotten. Ouch! Ooh! His mouth life was tough. Meanwhile, far above on top of a rock, times were quite different. It was a lion o'clock, a huge toothy creature, made sure everyone saw how important he was by how loud he could roar. He was head of the pack. He was stouty and proud. He loved flexing his bicep and wowing the crowd. Yes, all was impressed by the mighty King Cat. If only, thought Tiny Mouse, I could be more like that. Then late one dark night in a tiny mouse bed, the cleverest thought popped in his head. He leaped up in the darkness and held up his paw. I got it, he said. I will roar! I mean, what if this mouse, which is the weediest squeak, were a little more grrr and a little less meek? Well, he'd still be the smallest of fuzziest brown mouse. But he made friends and joined in, and life would be nice. Yes, thought the mouse, I must find out how. I will learn how to roar. I will learn now. But it wouldn't be easy. There is only one beast who could teach him these things, but I might make him a feast. It was time to be strong. Take a chance after all. Forever was such a long time to feel very small. So he made himself brave, and he thought like a winner. He set off on the top, hoping not to be dinner. It felt like the scariest thing he could do. But if you want to do things to change, it first have to change in you. The further he climbed, the closer he got, the slumbering lion reclining on top. Then at last, as he stood on his tippy toes, he found himself suddenly nose to nose. Go, pardon me, wake up, Mr. Lion. You got company. Squeak, squeak, Mr. Lion. What I come to you for to squeak. Do you think you could teach me your roar? A silence befouled a twinkling plain. The lion opened up his eyes and puffed his mane. Time went so slowly, and it felt like a week. He opened his mouth and let out a The lion curled up in a tearful ball. He didn't like this. No, not at all. Don't hurt me, he whispered. Oh, try to be nice. Well, this mighty great lion was frightened of mice. Don't worry, Mice Pete. I'm here as a friend. Let's hang out together. Be pals to the end. That was a magical moment for sure, when the mouse didn't feel at all small anymore. He had found his true voice and learned to speak out. And for that, you don't need to roar or shout. And from that day and always the two were pair. They both liked the rock better. Now the rock was to share. The mouse was still little, felt big in his head, and the lion still roared, but with laughter instead. Look at him laugh. Yes, that day they both learned that no matter your size, we all have a mouse and a lion inside. This was a great book.
This has been the PTO Readathon. What are you reading?